Yo, what's up people, it's your boy P, also known as Captain P67. We're here today for some more reactional content, and this is more of a passionate one on myself per se, I gotta say. Because when I heard it, I didn't believe it, but then I read some articles and I wanted to do some more research into it, but we're gonna get into it without further ado. So, you may have heard or you may not have heard about the controversy with Stellar Blade. I saw this game years ago when I first saw screenshots or a little bit of footage and was interested back then, and I wanted to see more of it, and obviously over the years it's developed more and more. But apparently recently, IGN France made some very poor and I'd say racist undertones of racism, as well as just hating comments about the game and the developers, and it's an absolute joke. So if you're not aware, basically Stellar Blade's been pushed out from a few devs, well the devs, and people have either played the demo or looked into it, but in a short term, basically what the reviewer or the person looking at the game from IGN France just said, a few different things were just pathetic, really. I pulled up one of the articles here, so you could probably see the title from what they've wrote here, but I'll go into it a bit further. And so it's just to do like Western gaming and stuff like that, and people that outside Japan having certain opinions. So IGN France has found themselves scrambling to defend themselves after writing off Stellar Blade's lead protagonist Eve, which is the main character here, and she just looks dope. And they're saying here, despite being based entirely on a real-world appearance of an actual female model. So before we get into things, this was actually based off a female real-life model, which I think there's some pictures a bit below of the model itself, and they've actually made it in undertones of her as well. So that's a real-life model they're based off, which is dope. So it's dope to have a character based off a real life person, but this is what the so-called IGN reviewer or looking previewers trying to make. So, like I said, it's based off a real female model, number one, which is amazing, and they also said in their article it's nothing more than a sexualized fantasy of someone who has never seen a woman. Now, like I said, I don't really get into these side of things, but when hearing this nonsense, I have to speak upon this nonsense. Number one, I think there's clips of the developer's wife that have been shown before, so I'm not showing the show in here, but you can check those yourself if you wish. But first of all, the dude's married, so for someone to say a developer's never seen a real life woman, but the dude's married, that's an L right there, regardless of what she looks like. You know what I'm saying? Number one. So that's just personal attack. He's not saying anything factual, it's just a personal attack. Because he thinks women should be a certain way, looking a certain way in a game, he's making the notion that somebody else hasn't seen a real one before. So you're basically segregating everyone else, because people don't agree with your opinion how a woman should look. You're kind of making as if that's wrong. You know what I mean? So first of all, he's full of shit. And then like I said, second of all point, the dude's married. And again, you can do your research and look into his wife. And the developer's wife, but the 2 points there are very incorrect, so that's number 1 and 2. So the part of never seen him was just pathetic. Someone actually pulled out pictures of the dude and was roasting the dude how he looked, saying he doesn't know how a woman looks, but we won't get into that, so we're chilling. But moving on forward, there's probably some other points as well that may have been brought out. The design of the game in particular, the character highlights an obvious bias. Wrote a Solar, so that's the person who done the article of Solar. I'll turn this down as well. We're on Last Epoch in the background. We're going to beat up the alien, but if we can do it while pleasuring the eyes of men, that's a bonus. Again, with these stupid remarks, like, apparently IGN was roasting Bayonetta, how Bayonetta used to look, and apparently they're praising it now. So from what I've seen in the footage, there's no difference between this and Bayonetta. And there's probably a few other games with the dope-ass female character, lead character, that look just as phenomenal. So, again, it just seems like this guy's got a personal issue, or he's under-closet racist or something, against, you know, more outside people out of Western civilization. So it just doesn't add up anything he's saying, to be honest. I mean, Stellar Blade even is just boring. A doll sexualized. Like, what kind of doll is this if it's based off a model? It just doesn't make any sense, people. What kind of doll is this that you can see? That doesn't make any sense. It's a real life woman. It's a real life model. They scanned her and put her in the game. What's wrong with that? Just like they have real life characters. I think there was a game on a PlayStation from an actor who was like blowing up at the time. He was a big actor, I believe, and they put him into a game, and obviously they captured the model. I think there's a new Will Smith game come out where they captured the model. Just, you know, so many different casts you capture into a game. Nothing wrong with that. So that's a real woman for you in a real game. So again, it just sounds like this guy's just hung up with some personal issues, man. He sounds like a clown, to be honest. And we'll get through the rest of this real quick. But I think those are the main points. And even someone even here saying that his complaints are not based on any real world fact, but rather his own personal hang-up. So yeah, man, this dude's an absolute clown. What he should do is really apologise. He should really, really apologise, because he's an absolute clown. And here we got some more points. He's saying the resort doesn't really work, which makes no sense. And other games have made choice highlight to assets of other female characters. But where Bayonetta bears an iconic character design and 2B from Nier Automata, again, Nier Automata, godly masterpiece, female protagonist main, awesome game. Bayonetta, same thing, female protagonist, absolutely godly. And he's trying to compare it and saying Bayonetta's godly and Nier Automata's godly, inspired by an entire generation of cosplayers. What's cosplayers got to do in an actual game? You should have your characters you want it and keep the character you want it. A female's a female, they all look different. Everyone's different body shapes and sizes. As long as you're happy with it, the developer is and everybody else happy, what's the issue? Doesn't make any sense. So he's trying to compare them to from here. And then we kind of covered that point already. So I might be backtracking a little bit in there because we're just going through this quickly. But I'm just kind of appalled at this. I just think it's an absolute joke. An absolute joke. So Asola, again, is the guy from IGN who wrote the article. And he mentioned it. And again, it's just nothing off anything factual. It's just own personal hang-ups. Also mentioned this as well. The game director himself and the CEO of a publishing company, Shift Up Hyung-tae Kim, has definitely seen a woman before, which I mentioned that he's married, as evidenced by the fact he's currently married to a Shift Up concept artist, Juin Che. So I mean, we could quickly put up a picture of... this is what the so-called guy is saying, that he has never seen a woman. And I believe this is her here. Actually, no, sorry. Let's find her in here as well. Stella Blade, let's put her in here. That's her. This is her. I've seen this from before. So basically, that's his wife. The guy's talking about. Apparently, he's saying he's never the guy who's married to this female. He's saying the other guy in the article is saying that he's never seen a female in his life. Yet this guy's married to a woman who's doing something that part of his business, so it makes sense. And the other guy's just hating. So yeah, man, sounds pathetic. Sounds pathetic. But anyway, back to this real quick. So yeah, that's the Eve's designer's wife, and that's who he's married to. So again, that guy just takes more L's out here. And real bodywork, as far as we said, this is the model, like I said. That kind of covers that. Absolute idiot, just hating. He's an absolute clown. So yeah, and that's the mod it's based off. So again, I just had to address it because I don't like seeing bullshit, and I just can't stand people making up bullshit and no one just hating for no reason. It just doesn't make any sense. So I'm glad people have called him out though. I'm glad people have pulled him on his bullshit. But yeah, overall, that is the Stellar Blade nonsense that's been going around. So you may not have heard, you may have heard, but like I said, I just like to cover all sorts of topics and content and stuff, and this is what I came across, and like I said, I was just appalled by IGN to even release that. So I think the dude should issue an apology. He should either be fired, because it's definitely not professional. Sounds like personal issues. He should be fired for that. He should state an apology to the main director, his wife, and even the model as well, because it's an absolute joke. But yeah, folks, that is the Stellar Blade IGN France controversy covered for you. So links will be in the description below. If you enjoyed the content, links to my Twitch channel. I stream on Twitch every single day. So yeah, if you want to support the Twitch channel in any way, shape, or form, you can follow the channel. You can sub, you can gift a sub, you can tip, you can donate. And if you want to support my YouTube channel in any way, shape, or form, you can subscribe to the YouTube channel, you can comment on the video, and you can like the video as well. But apart from that, wherever you are, thanks for the time. So have a good night, have a good morning, have a good evening. I will catch you on the next one. Take it easy, and peace out.